Okay. What did you learn about the person next to you? Everybody say it once. Okay, great. So we all learned good networking things. We're going to go back fully charged, fully connected. Guys, we're all really excited about this upcoming panel for Amazon Prime Video panel. We did just learn about the importance of data. Now we're going to have our own TJ Prince, lead strategist here, going to be hosting a panel from Amazon Prime, Alice Kim and Hannah Novick. Round of applause.
Today, we're sitting down with Amazon Prime Video. I'm really excited to talk through data. The topic of our conversation today will be integrating data. So my name is TJ Prince. I work at Movable Inc., and my job is to make sure Amazon uses Movable Inc. in a really exciting way. And so I'm really thrilled to sit down with two seasoned marketers, Hannah and Alice. If you would, please introduce yourself, and I would love to know your favorite movie or TV show.
Sure. Thanks for having us. I'm Hannah Novick. I've been at Amazon for just over 6 years, with my first 3 years doing digital marketing over at Amazon Web Services, AWS. In the past 3 years, I've run our bespoke outbound campaigns, so that's emails and push notifications for Prime Video. And my favorite Prime Video show, this is a question we ask all new employees, so this is spot on. I'm really into the boys universe. I love Gen V as well, and I'm really excited for season 4, which comes out tomorrow.
Love the boys.
Yeah, a little gross, but.
Hi everyone, I'm Alice Kim. I've been at Amazon for 3 years as well, and also started at AWS, similar to Hannah, and now I've been at Prime Video for about 2 years and been working with Hannah on all of our bespoke email and push, and really heavily focused on the operations side of it. And my favorite show would have to probably be the new series we had this year, the remaking of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and then the classic, which is Fleabag.
All right. Love Donald Glover in the new Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Love the old one, too. So with Prime Video, it's part of Amazon, of course, and Amazon is just such a large organization. I feel like it's so nebulous. So I'm really curious to understand, among all the different teams, right? I think about the studio partnerships with the movie studios and TV studios. I think about all the live sports integrations that are happening right now. There's obviously a lot of tech development. So where do you sit amongst all these different teams, and what does your day-to-day look like, and what's your role?
Yeah, we spoke about running outbound, so push and email notifications. The short story is we talk to everyone at Amazon and try to integrate across all businesses. So that's music, retail, but we sit on Prime Video. So Alice and I really focus on streaming video on demand. So those are all the great shows, including live sports and movies, that you're getting with your Prime membership. But alongside that, we also have this hub mentality. So when you go to the Prime Video storefront, as we call it, and you're trying to figure out what to watch, you can watch Thursday Night Football, you can watch Mr. and Mrs. Smith, or you can purchase Oppenheimer, or you can subscribe to Max to watch one of their shows, and I'm blanking on them, The Last of Us. And we try to thematically market and bucket all of these different entities to customers within our emails to create a better customer experience and to get people excited about Prime.
Yeah, and I, along with Hannah, I'm looking over email and push, strategizing with launch managers and thinking about who we should target for our new titles, but also working across teams, again, the teams that are promoting the latest movie that just came out of theaters but is now available to buy and purchase, and channels as well, and also working with our data partnerships and how we work with Movable Inc. and get integrated with them. And yeah.
And Alice does a really great job with traffic management as well.
Oh, right.
So ensuring that we're sending the right notifications to the right customers.
Yep.
Yeah.
So kudos to her for that.
Yep. So many messages, and making sure they get to the right customer is a huge job, right? Making sure that the content is relevant. I want to talk a little bit about your tech stack. And so Amazon, obviously, large corporation with a really interesting tech stack. And there's a lot of marketers here today. And a lot of times, one of the biggest challenges is integrating data. And so I talk to a lot of marketing folks about how they get their data from their data lake or from their data provider, and actually bringing it to make it meaningful content for customers. And so when we talk about first party or third party data, what does that look like for your tech stack today? And what are the big challenges? What are the themes that you kind of run up against in overcoming challenges today with your tech stack?
Yeah, so we use all homegrown systems for all of our email and push, and with that comes the challenge of also sharing that tool across the entire organization. So that's beyond just Prime Video, but retail, music, Audible, all of them. But also within Prime Video, we have several other teams who have to run their own email and push as well. So I think one of the main challenges is for us to really think about how to send the right message to the right customer and not overload their inboxes. We really want to make sure we're not losing a lot of customers to opt-outs because we're sending too many messages. So really trying to keep consistent messaging tone and also consolidating where we can. And that also means partnering with our other cross-functional businesses within Prime Video. And one example is we have a huge retail event called Prime Day, and with that, there's so many messages going out to customers, and we're aware of that, so we're really careful to make sure we're really serving them the best deals during that period to the right customers and working across teams to accomplish that alongside with Movable Inc. as well.
Yeah, and this is where we really partner with rentals and channels, as well as retail and music, even things such as Prime student accounts, to try to engage different different cohorts, such as like young adult audiences with different emails during large HVEs.
Yep. HVE, acronym breakdown.
High value event.
Hey, there we go. Love
Sorry,
it.
I speak Amazonian.
No, I love it. So let's talk about Movable Inc. When we talk about Movable Inc., we're often talking about integrating data, right? And so that can mean a lot of things. That can mean customer data. That can mean contextual data, so where the customer is actually interacting with the content. It can also mean behavioral data, so what they've clicked on and what they've looked at in the past. So what types of data integrations have had the largest impact on the Prime Video program over the last couple of years?
So we're really excited that Thursday Night Football came to Prime Video 2 years ago, and when we kicked off the first season, we partnered with Movable Inc. to really think about how we can give a more fun, unique experience for customers, especially as we're asking for them to start completely changing their behavior and moving over to our platform to start streaming the game every week. And so you'll see in our first year working with Movable Inc., we incorporated countdown timers. And then that was exciting for us because we haven't really done that before in our communications. And then moving on to our year 2 with Movable Inc., we were really thinking how we could take it to the next level and provide a more engaging experience. And so that was really exciting that they could help us partner with the NFL to actually link to their API, so we can now provide them 3 different dynamic experiences, which you can see. In the first version, you'll see, we have like a countdown timer to lead up to the game, which we had already been doing, but then now we're also serving a experience where during the game, if they open the email, they'll see the current live score pulled real time. And then after the game, if they opened it, they'll see the final score as well. So that was super exciting for us to be able to unlock that functionality with Movable Inc.
And just to pop in there, Thursday Night Football is such a large activation across Prime. We're so excited about it. But even if you go to our Prime Retail page, there's even a countdown timer there. And while that's not used through Movable Inc., we think it's really cool this is something that's mirrored with our outbound campaigns.
And then the next slide too, you'll see even like our 3rd iteration of the same season last fall, we did even thinking of the other Movable Inc. tools or functionalities like the live stats you'll see. So now, we wanted to try not just countdown timers, but let's see how, providing live stats looks like, or a fun live poll to see like who do you think is going to win the game, and just really thinking of more fun ways to get customers engaged. And then similarly, you'll see the live score, and then the post game also you could link out to watch the replay. And then one other thing I want to call out was all of these images you see with the logos, those were also all powered by the APIs. So that was a big creative manual lift on our side too, that we didn't have to go in and populate that every week.
And we had to work directly with the NFL team, and thank you Movable Inc. for helping us move that API integration along.
Absolutely.
That took some time.
Absolutely. And the NFL obviously has all this data, right? And so it's a really rich data experience. I want to give a shout out to the NFL team, who I believe is speaking a little later today. So go a little plug for them to go see them as well. But really a best in class in terms of like a game day email. Really love to see the before, during, after.
Yeah, and the elements change depending on when you're viewing the email during the game. So if you're seeing something after, you can then watch the replay, and that's helping us drive even more views if you couldn't watch the game live.
So how do you measure the success of marketing campaigns like these and personalized marketing campaigns? Are there specific metrics or KPIs that you focus on? How do you determine what's signal and what's noise?
Yeah, I mean, overall, we're a streaming company at Prime Video, and we're looking at overall streams of our different entities across the different programs that I mentioned. So streaming video on demand, channels, purchases. For these emails specifically, we're looking at click-through rates to see if we're driving engagement, especially with this dynamic content. And then we take our opt-outs really seriously. So we're building all of our own targeting and segmentation based on customer behavior. And if we're seeing high opt-out rates, we're gonna go back in and reevaluate who we're targeting and when. To us, a high opt-out rate is a signal that either our content wasn't right or didn't hit the right customer. So we're constantly evaluating that.
It's a great insight. So we know that Thursday Night Football and the NFL partnership in general has just been a huge initiative and a big success. What other major sporting events are you working with, and anything else that's a big focus for you?
Yeah, we're partnering with, we have a Yankees partnership. It's just New York area, so you can tune in here and here only. But using dynamic capabilities such as scheduling to help promote MLB viewership. And then we recently partnered with the National Women's Soccer League, which is super exciting. And again, we did the schedule release there. Anything to add there?
Yeah, and there's always more opportunities as we have more live sports, and we've been seeing the success across the property, so the opportunities are endless.
Yeah, and a customer doesn't just want to see, maybe you missed the game, so being able to see the schedule and what's coming next allows for more viewership down the road. So we're not just looking at the customer today, we're looking at them holistically to drive retention.
So I'm curious, what other challenges you've faced in implementing personalization? So like, what other challenges just with dynamic content and scale, such large audience lists and such personalized content? How does Movable Inc. help you overcome some of these challenges?
Yeah, as a Amazonian, I know I keep saying that, we really value being a self-service company and being able to do things ourselves and seeing an email launch from start to end. And partnering with Movable Inc. has allowed us to move really agile and swiftly with our creative needs. And while we still use our creative team, it allows us to move quicker and have these dynamic schedules or countdown timers where we don't need as many people on creative to help.
Yeah.
And for these huge launches, it saves us a lot of time.
Yeah, and I think with Movable Inc., they have the expertise of working with so many other clients and industries that they can also provide us and our creative team suggestions on how we should format things, and so there's just great synergy there with our team and theirs.
Yeah. It's great to not have to be beholden to SLAs from other teams, and so being able to operate on your own, absolutely a valuable thing.
And we're very much a move fast company, so it's been quite helpful.
That's right. So I want to talk about other events. Like we talked about sports, right? But I know that getting customers to take advantage of all those Prime member benefits and really taking advantage of the full scope of what it means to be on Prime. So what else are you doing to get customers' attention and make those things valuable?
Next slide, if we can.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we also use a lot of the other Movable Inc., kind of like off the shelf, but new for us and something we've never done before. So you'll see example, we utilize our scratch off here to partner with our rental and purchase side of the business, and we went with this route for Valentine's Day just to have some fun engagement again with trying to guess what the movie is, and then it also will reveal the price that it is right now, which is discounted. And we've used this for a couple of other holidays, and it's been a really fun way to engage, and promote deals in a different way. Yeah.
And we've mimicked this for Halloween and other holidays as well, and we found that this yields a higher click-through rate and engagement for customers, and it's really exciting during holiday season.
I think you've used this tactic in a really nice way. I've seen a lot of scratch-offs come through at Movable Inc., and really when there's something valuable behind the scratch-off is really when it's interesting to customers. And so in this case, that strike-through pricing of a movie's on sale to buy, I think is a really good payoff, right? You don't want to scratch off and then have nothing very exciting at the other side. So I think it's a really good use of that technology.
I think my favorite part was writing some of the copy for it too. It was fun.
Oh, I think it's good too. So we've got some other examples here. Would you like to talk through?
I'll take it.
Yeah, so again, for some of our big events, you'll see like the Barbie countdown. We had like a flash sale only one day during the high value event that was going on. And so Movable Ink was able to help us, figure out this is a one-day sale. So we want to make sure when the customer opens it, they're only being served this when the window is live. And then if not, we have the fallback option, of course, where they could still enjoy other deals without, kind of having a confusing experience where they're trying to buy something on sale that's not actually on sale anymore. So this was just a great way to do that. And we also had the element of course, the countdown timer to kind of encourage urgency on that. And then on the right side, you'll see, again, on the rental and purchasing side, there's more just the discounted deals on the titles and just how we can, work with Movable Ink to make that dynamic as well across different titles, so it's not so manual.
And I think the strike-through pricing makes it really obvious to customers how much you can save on something you want to watch. And yeah, that's been a great tool for us to implement.
Yeah, great use of data, right? When we have data like that's up to date and relevant to a customer, we know they're interested in this movie. It's a great way to activate that data.
Yeah.
All right, well, this is my last question for you, and I'm really curious to see, how do you see the future of personalized marketing taking shape in the streaming world? And being in the place you're at Amazon Prime Video, I feel like you have a really unique perspective on how things are going to move forward. And so what are the biggest things you're forecasting, and what do you think?
Yeah, I think with streaming and cable, there's been a lot of changes for customers and the way that we consume content. And we've asked customers to make huge changes. Thursday Night Football used to be, every Thursday you're on your couch, you're putting your cable on. And we're asking customers to come to Prime. And with that, we had to create awareness across email, across our retail site, really everywhere. So people know how and when to consume Thursday Night Football. And for the email portion, we wanted to make this new dynamic change and exciting new feature that we have exciting as well, and to breathe sports better. And with that, and being able to use Movable Ink and the NFL API, we're able to have real live stats and data, which is really similar to your experience on NFL or ESPN, or wherever you're getting, if you're a sports fanatic, those types of details. And I think that's really important for people to view Prime Video as a sports network, in a sense, and not just a place where you can, watch Mr. or Mrs. Smith. But it elevates us to the next level, and I think makes us best in class for people to be excited about these emails where they can it's not just watch the game, it's consume these stats, guess who's going to win, buy your favorite jersey, listen to maybe a playlist that they made on Amazon Music, and then listen to your favorite podcasts. And I think we're integrating that really well in our outbound campaigns to help customers discover just the wide breadth of content and fun that Prime has to offer.
Yeah, I think you captured it well, everything it means to be a Prime member, all this value. So I just wanted to say thank you for talking about this with us and sharing your expertise. For everyone here, if you have any questions, come find us afterwards. We'd love to chat. That's all we've got for it. Thanks.